But one thing that I think it's always been that, oh gosh, what do I do? The eyebrows. You get in and you look at your eyebrows. They just need a little bit of that shaping up. Just needs a little bit of cleanup. Don't you notice those hairs just pop up all of a sudden unannounced? Well, we have the Brow Shaper, and it's by Lilibeth of New York. And we're offering you a set of 2 of these for the best price ever. Now, check this out. If these are your brows, these are actually pretty good brows. But then you want to neaten it up. You want to clean it up. You really want to get that perfect shape and style without having to use scissors, without having to use tweezers, without having to go in for a waxing, without having to have any kind of permanent treatment done. This goes in, you go right at that perfect little angle. You hold the skin nice and taut, and then you remove it. That's my favorite right there, because I said eventually, we all have those little baby fine hairs that we call them peach fuzz along the neckline, right? Then it suddenly becomes hair. This is also great for the guys. I want to welcome in Jess Mandeville, who's joining us. She's an international beauty expert. She's also the go-to authority as well around with new brands, when new brands are launched. But she fell in love with this product when you lived in New York. And everybody used to go into the brow bar.
And now I can't do without it. This is always on me. It's like my secret weapon. I have it in my makeup bag. I have it in the car because, you know, when you get in the car and you pull down that rearview mirror and the sun is shining in, you see things that you didn't see before in the morning when you were getting ready. So the Brow Shaper really is the perfect tool, not just for shaping the eyebrows, but also for the side of the face. If you have that peach fuzz like Kathy was talking about, if you have those pesky little hairs on your upper lip, maybe those little ones that crop up when you least expect them on your chin, bikini line, knuckles, toes, nose, you name it.
I thought that's perfect too, because at this time of year we're all looking down, and now you're starting to look at those summer sandals and you put it on, you're like, where did the hair come from?
Yep.
Or maybe you got a beautiful piece of jewelry and you're going, that would be great if I could just remove that little itty bitty hair. It's perfect for removing those last second, last minute, those great little touch-ups. You're sitting in the car, you have a great skirt on, and all of a sudden you look down and you missed a few hairs on the knees. You can go in. We're offering you a set of 2 of these. Now, this is not like a traditional blade, so it's not going to come in here. It's not going to cut me. But what you do is you place it at the perfect angle, and then you just slide along. But what it also does is it helps remove that dead surface, or that surface dead skin cell layer that's in there as well. The little itty bitty hairs are going to go away. You get 2 in one of my favorites, which is this beautiful turquoise color.
I love that color.
So this is our fun teal in the turquoise. We also have it for you in pink. That's always been a bestseller for us. We have it for you in red. We have it in light pink. We also have it in purple. And then for the guys, you said you want something a little nice, gender neutral, but really, honestly, they all work the same. It's just a matter if you want a particular color, but we give you 2. So that's basically $10 a piece.
It's amazing.
And then how long do these last?
Yeah, the great thing is with the set of 2, you're getting up to 6 months of hair removal. So each lasts about 2 to 3 months. This is amazing because, you know, there are things out there on the market that they go dull really quickly. They're just not as useful as you want them to be. But these Brow Shapers, they're professional grade tools. So these are the very same tools they use at the brow bars in New York City, where we have Broadway actors coming. We have supermodels going there. Everyone wants a Brow Shaper because they are the emergency hair removal tool.
And why do we not have to worry about it? You always hear, do not shave your face, right?
Yes.
Because it's going to come back and it's going to be like stubble. Why do we not have to worry about it with this product?
You're doing this dry. This has been specially designed so it does not encourage harsh or heavy regrowth. So I've been using this for years on the side of my face. I have no stubble here. It grows back smooth and fine and downy, just like it came before. And this is something that you can feel confident using on your upper lip. If you're in a hurry, maybe you do like to wax. Maybe you don't mind the pain of threading or tweezing. That's fine.
You're a better woman than me.
Alternative, exactly. I'm not going to pay for somebody to put me through that kind of pain. I opt for the Brow Shaper, whether it's on my upper lip or my chin or my bikini line, you name it. And I would love to show you on these models too, because there is just an awesome amount that can be done here to take away that unwanted hair in seconds. You can see this is just on the brows. Very light pressure is used. You just come down. It's almost like a little tapping motion. If you experience any redness, chances are you were just pressing too hard. So use about a 45-degree angle and just come down nice and light. And you'll see how clean, when you have that clean brow, that clean look. It gives you such a youthful appearance. And I want to show on our beautiful brow babes over here. If you're on Instagram or Twitter, hashtag us brow babes if you love Lilibeth and you're a brow babe too. But I'll show here on the side of the face. So just a little bit of peach fuzz here. And you know, if you're going out and you're putting on your makeup, foundation just doesn't sit very nicely on this. So when we take it off,
wow, look at that
foundation is going to go so much better on your skin. And you can see, I don't know if you see these little white bits here as well.
Wow.
But it's actually pulling off the dry skin too. That dry, flaky skin, you don't need it there. It's preventing your serums and your moisturizers from absorbing deeper into your skin. So get rid of that barrier of junk that's sitting on top. I want to show you on my leg too, because this is not just about hair removal. It's also about exfoliation. I have some dry skin here on my legs, and I use one of those shower mitts to try to get rid of this dry skin and exfoliate, but never quite does the job that I need it to do. So if you ever have an area maybe of dry, patchy skin, I want to show you in seconds all of this dry skin that I've taken off just in seconds.
So it's not even just about the hair, it's also about removing that dead surface skin cell layer too.
Yeah, absolutely, because you don't want that sitting on your skin.
No.
It just kind of makes everything, all of that expensive moisturizer and serum that you're investing in, it's just kind of sitting on top, and it can't really do its job when you have peach fuzz or you have dry skin sitting there blocking it. And this is not just for the ladies.
I'm gonna come over with you.
Yeah, come have some fun with me. Because
okay, come on in.
It's exciting. If you have a son or your husband or your boyfriend, and maybe they've just had a haircut, but this regrowth kind of crops up just after a couple of weeks, you don't want to pay all that money to go back to the barbershop or the salon to get this done. And ladies, if you have a short haircut, this is great for you too, because the Brow Shaper takes this off in seconds.
Ooh, and keep it nice and straight too, across the back, and keep it nice and neat and clean. But this can also work. I know women who've had the hair that actually comes in too far on the forehead.
Yes, the hairline.
It's great for that,
yeah.
the hairline. This can neaten up that hairline. It can also neaten up, obviously, between the brows. But it's not just about the brows. It could be that little hair that's on the knuckles. You got a brand new piece of jewelry, and you're showing it off, and all of a sudden, we realize it here on HSN because of the high definition cameras.
Oh,
it shows everything. Like,
I know.
Oh, didn't think that I had hairy knuckles.
I know.
But, oh, I do. Look at all those hairs. I'll pop that right up there. That's all the hair that was just neatened up. And just to let you see, so you can see how nice that looks right there. But then let me just roll you right over here to the side. So this is kind of where we came from. This is what a lot of us know. We kind of can feel. But then over here, it's just nice and neatened up. So it's that nice, neat, tidy finish.
Exactly.
You look great all the time, and we give you a set of two. That way you have one for you, one for your spouse, one for your best friend. You can keep them with you all the time. They fold in. They're nice and neat.
That's a
you
great
also don't
feature.
have to worry about cutting yourself or anything. This is not a blade. This is done in a different way, and you actually hold it at about a
45
degree angle, and then you hold that skin taut. I've kind of learned on my face how I can just kind of pull it in, and you can do that, but just, pull from the top, and then you go in and you just neaten that up. I can do that right there.
And you brought up such a good point. One of the best features, the things that I love about the Brow Shaper, is it does fold in. So when you put this in your bag, when you go to reach for it, you're not going to be grabbing the sculpting tool. It's not going to be messing up the inside of your bag or anything like this. And when you're ready to use it, it just folds open. There are no batteries, no plugs, no wax strips, no accessories that you need to buy to go along with this. It really is like a little magic wand. It does everything you want it to do, and it does it in an instant.
And Lilibeth is definitely known for shaping brows. People go to her in New York to be able to get that perfect brow. But how do you do it on your own? How do you do it at home? What do you do about those little stray hairs? Maybe you're somebody who doesn't do well with waxing. For me, if I ever did any waxing, I always had to make sure I had a couple of days off afterwards, for sure. To be able to go out and do something after that, no way. I tried it all. I tried threading, I tried tweezing, I tried it all. It was all incredibly uncomfortable. So you can imagine the idea of ever having waxing done on my face was an absolute no. This is ideal for that extra hair that you have. It's funny because I was kind of going over my face and I could feel myself.
Tumbleweed?
Yeah, the little tumbleweed. So I'm not exactly sure where it is, but every once in a while it kind of catches me a little bit there. This is $19.95, and you get a set of 2 of these. Now, I've had mine, and I used the same one probably 5-6 months. How long are these good for? When should we change them out?
In general, we say 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, it all depends on how much you're using it. So I've had one in my car, for example, that I only use as and when I'm in the car, and you're right, I've had it for like 6 months and I don't even think about it. It's tucked away there, and these stay sharp, these stay effective. It's not like you're going to use this for 2 times and it's going to become dull. You can use this on coarse hair, you can use this on downy hair, and if you're really feeling like you want to do some dermaplaning, which is a special technique you can pay hundreds for in the dermatologist office. But this is your dermaplaning tool for at-home use. So if you're feeling like you really want to exfoliate and get rid of some dry skin, I'm coming all the way here into my cheek where you have those tiny little vellus hairs, and even here it comes right off in an instant, and it takes care of any kind of dry, patchy skin that you have, especially in the winter. Oh, you see it coming off like a little tumbleweed here.
Here it is.
And believe it or not, this...
You know what? Here.
Ah, brilliant. This actually makes a really big difference when you're putting... You see all that dry skin? You don't need this here. This is only preventing you from having that super smooth finish when you put on your foundation.
And every time that you put on your makeup, you'll notice that your makeup goes on better. You'll notice that your brows look better. They're a little bit more coiffed. They're a little bit more finished. It's that fine edge detail that you just notice all of a sudden. But I love the idea of being able to do your leg, or you look down, or maybe it's your underarm and you go, ooh, I just took my jacket off. I thought I was fine in a tank top. Apparently it's been a little bit longer than I thought. You can use it for that area. You can use it, yes. Summertime is going to be here. You don't have to have that embarrassing moment when you put on a bathing suit and maybe you're just at the spa or you're at the hotel pool and you're like,
just bring it with you.
Where you don't want to go in and use like a regular razor.
Yeah, totally.
This is something that you can use, and that just removes that. But that dermaplaning, that's something that I had actually considered having done, because I was like, they go, oh, well, and the benefit is, you know, any of those little milli hairs, those little itty bitty hairs, it will also remove that too. I was like, okay. And then I got a little bit nervous about it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to wait until somebody else does it. You can actually do that, and you can do it with the right amount of pressure, but you can also do it in the comfort and convenience of your own home.
When you
I can put my own moisturizer on when I'm done. I can do it on the day off if I want to do that. It's $19.95. You get the tool to do it. It is the ultimate brow shaping tool. I have crazy brows. I have thick brows, but I like them that way. But they do need to be maintained and controlled.
Keep them in control, and you have total control. You know, I wish I could go back in time and save myself all of that money that I spent month after month waxing my brows, the side of my face, the chin, because I did have to go back every month, and I spent a fortune on it. Whereas now, I buy this once, the set of 2 lasts me for 6 months. Can you imagine 6 months of no appointments? Just doing it at home, exactly.
Ease, comfort, convenience, and quite honestly, sometimes that can be the difference in a first impression, whether it's you're going out to get a job, you want to have good, neat, clean. Like, she has eyebrows similar to mine, where they just kind of get bushy and thick and a little bit unruly. And I used to have people tell me, oh, you brush it up with like a toothbrush, then you go in with these special tweezers that cost me way more, or not tweezers, but special scissors that cost me more than this to be able to. I'm like, okay. I need somebody that, I need a hairstylist for my brows, basically. But I love that that can actually neaten up even that hair that's up and above. How about for a lot of the guys out there, too?
Oh, my gosh.
And you do not want to look over-tweezed and overdone if you're a guy.
No, you need to look...
You just want to...
together. Yes. Right? And if you have a designer beard as well, and you need to get a really precise angle, but you don't want to go with a razor and kind of go a little bit unwieldy with it, this gives you the perfect angle. And you can see just at the back of the neck, even if you have a little bit down the back, this is perfect for you. I want to show you something really special about this design, okay? This is not just a dinky little sculptor here. This is a full sculptor, and actually, when you look at it, it looks like an eyebrow. It's in a very similar shape, and that's not by mistake here. All right, so I want to take the tool, open it all the way, and when I come down, look where it stops. Do you see how it's already determined the line for me? It's not like I'm doing little tweezing and kind of getting an uneven shape. Precision results.
Every single time. $19.95. You choose whether you want the teal, the pink, the red, the light pink, the purple, or the black. Most popular are the teal, the pink, and the light pink currently are the most popular. The black is great for guys. The red's great for guys. You want something that's really going to transform the way that you look at your brows. And don't worry, it will not come in thicker or more full or with stubble or anything else. I've been using this now for almost 6 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
I've had the same one, and I absolutely adore it. Now, also, coming up tonight at midnight.